Final hour of trading here on the close. Welcome back, guys. It's Friday. It's the last day of the month as well. Here's what we're looking at. Pretty flat market right now. The S&P down ever so slightly. The Dow about the same to the upside. The NASDAQ in positive territory still. Erased all the gains, or all the losses, I should say, we saw this morning, and then some. Cryptocurrencies to the upside to end the week, guys. It's all about that Digital World Acquisition Corporation moving to the downside this afternoon.
Oh man, timing is a thing. Oh yeah, it's Halloween, by the way. For those of you that weren't on the morning show, Sean is a hot dog.
Like, what the hell is going on? Oh, I can put this on here.
Yeah, you have the hood on.
Yeah, there we go. So now I look like the hot dog here. Yeah, so it's an homage to where is it? Here it is, right here. It's this hot dog guy. There he goes. Welcome back, guys. It is getting a little. I mean, I have the Trader TV Live merch on underneath this, but it is. You know, now that the afternoon's going on here, I feel like it's getting hotter in here. So, although I wasn't complaining earlier about this suit, it feels like it's a little bit warmer now. But welcome to our Halloween show, as it is the day before, and I hope and I wish you and yours yeah. I mean, the market day before. Yeah, I wish you and yours a very, very happy and successful trick-or-treating and/or partying and/or anything that you want to do. But we're going to have some fun here in the last hour, as per usual. Rob is also over there at the ones and twos. When he's ready to rock and roll, he'll put that up. He's probably got the best costume here. But
way to go, Rob.
There he is, right there. Oh, wow. Okay, Rob. That's what we're doing. So, yeah, so shout out to Rob. And, of course, Maggie's in the Squid Game. Maybe we can get her to show up. And then, you know, Brendan is doing the best. It's a character called Status Quo.
Yes, Brendan, Status Quo. You know what? I'm also wishing that timing is I was going to do a little segue where he talked about timing, and my timing was poor on DWAC. So Donald Trump went on some radio show, and I don't know what he said, but this happened in DWAC from 73.50 down to 66. I was actually short up until like minutes before that. I got stopped out when it broke the high of the day. It's like, really? You couldn't just come on like 10 minutes earlier? Anywho, like it's back down to 66. It bounced up to 70. Was able to get a short, make a little bit on that trade. And this EQOS popped up again. This was, I guess, related to Polkadot, and it had the news. I can pull up to 15-minute for you guys. Had the gap up a couple of days ago. I guess it was on, I think it was on Tuesday. So it gapped up huge and then just sold off. It just completely sold off. It did have this little support level right here in the pre-market at about 622. And when it tanked, a little hard to see, but right at the open, this high was at $6.22. It spiked right to 620 today and rejected. So always, when in doubt, man, zoom out. You see it reject off that level. It's a short when it comes back down. Already scalps them out at 590. Maybe it breaks the high, but that's what I was looking for. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for 40 on BKKT. I guess 40 is not going to come because that one, after a huge breakout at 30 even, which should have had probably, that one is coming all the way back in. It feels like it might be done for the day. It's on the New York Neal. Feels like it might be done for the day. Load. There we go. This is me again, by the way, with too tight of a stop at 37.50. I thought it was going to 40. That's why I didn't want to dig into it. I'm like, listen to yourself, Neil. Wait for 40. Instead, it comes down to 33. If it doesn't break the high, this could easily be back down to that $30 level, where I think you could find support on BKKT, at least for the afternoon.
Okay, so I don't know. Do you guys want to show? I mean, wow. I didn't.
That's really good.
This is really good.
That's really good.
Okay, so Trader Prad and Nav. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, how much better does this get? Prad, like, honestly, you should put this photo, like, as your Facebook page or something. I know you're trying to get those girls. This may work, man, right there. But you may want to fix that gangster tinfoil thing there. But
that makes it better.
Man, yeah, Prad, man, if you're not doing anything later, man, you look pretty, you know, just playing around. Obviously, I'm married man, right? So, Prad, killing it right there. I want to keep that up. I'm going to keep that as one of my tabs to continue to show that.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, that's a great look there. Yeah, we're going to go. I want to go to the club. I think you can get into any club. Like, you walk in there. What I'm getting at is you walk in there with Prad, and he walks right in. Bottle service, everything.
I'll pretend to be like in your entourage or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure we could work that one. That's easy.
Wow, this is getting. I'm getting.
It is.
Heated. I'm getting heated.
I was gonna say it's balls hot in here. Like, it is, man.
Honestly,
it is hot.
in the morning show, it was like, I just asked, like, are we allowed to like drink on this show, because we've got some nice beers in the back. We're gonna have our Halloween party after. You know what? I'm very close to taking this.
There's some bourbon.
So,
well, anyway.
Yeah, we should set up a fake show at the club or something, Mike. I think that's a good. You know, I've always said that. Hey, we could. Yeah, there's Rob dancing in the background. But I always thought that we have this big stage here. Yeah, get to work. We have a big stage here and not too much use. So we could do that there. And Arun could be the bouncer and things like that. And then you
Because obviously, right?
Yeah, you could page him if you're in line and you want to jump the queue, things like that. So yeah, this is going to be a good one. So thank you so much, guys. And thank you to Mike. I don't know if you're here in the morning show, but I'm wearing the shoes. I've sent you a nice message as well. So, okay, let's go back to trading just a little bit here. We talked about it earlier on. And, I'll keep promoting the sticky note because honestly, obviously we don't get paid anything. I don't know how you even monetize anything on Twitter, and that's not the point of it. But we liked Apple here long, right? And we liked Apple through, bouncing off that 146. We talked about the 6 billion supply chain hit. If they don't have that, then they're a monster. I think we already know about all that stuff. So Apple, we defended it. We take the first break. We talked about going real small on any breaks, especially on earning stocks. Then it comes in. We say, okay, maybe 147 is going to hold. Then we take our 146.50. So put on a better position when you're closer to your targets, and then when it blows to the upside, you can celebrate it. And it just started to take off. So as the NASDAQ went back to positive, Apple just took off. We held it the whole way, and then we took $3 about on this. 149.17, 146.60, so about $2.70 or so. We got out of Apple's way, and now, zoom this back out, you can see Apple's right back at these levels. So take it out there on this little range break. The high, 149.50. We'll see if we retest.
And here comes a retest of 30, maybe 37.50 on BKKT. It's a minor level, 37.50. I think 40 could be a big one if it gets there. On this retest, I'm likely to take it. I still have that EQOS. Don't want it to break that high of the day. As this grinds towards the top, there was a break that we waited all session long for. You guys remember the morning show? We're like 1,100 on Tesla. Like, I'm not saying it was bad because it gave you like a clean win, just an instant like scalp. I just thought it would go to like 15 or 20. It's too hot. I feel like it's way too hard for me to take this off. It would make a lot of sense if this was a pullover, but it's not. Like, it zips up in the back. I actually had to get Greg to zip this thing up for me. I'm like, can you zip me up, man? And like, don't make it weird, which of course Greg made it weird because that's what he does. But Tesla, pretty boring 1100 break. It gave you a winner, then it comes right back in. I don't even care if it breaks 1100 again. Like, Tesla is really not doing anything. For a $1,000 stock, like, you're just not seeing much of a range. I know it's up 2%. That's great for the Tesla bulls, but for the day trade, we're at the point now where it needs to break out into a new range. Otherwise, there's nothing to see. So here we go. BKKT getting a little bit closer. I think it's getting into that go zone for me. Around 36.75 or so. Again, I want to give it to that 37.50 high if I can get shares here. If I can't, then I'm not going to chase it too far. And if it breaks, I'm telling you, if this breaks the high, I don't want to touch, unless it's a fail break, I'd probably get back in. It has to go to 40. It's this or 40. That's what it's got to be.
Well, does anybody know if YouTube will get mad if I crack a beer? I'm gonna mention this right here. Will YouTube get mad?
There's a floor rule. We literally made the rule.
What?
You're not supposed to drink and trade.
When you make the rules, you can also break the rules. So
remember when we had the sports cafe next to us?
Yeah. Well, that's different when you're a degenerate.
That was never me, by the way. No. I'm
sitting here.
I'm not going to name any names.
Okay.
We won't drink
on the show here. Okay. No, we won't do that. All right. So let's go. Apple there. Oh yeah. So this was a good trade actually. I don't know if you guys saw the news. Rocket companies here. They had some sort of a deal. Maybe Brendan, you can highlight this. I don't think you were here, Brendan, actually, when this was happening. RKT came out, something about Salesforce doing some kind of a deal with them. I saw the news hit. We miss it. Right, but then it just breaks out through we waited for 1650. It came and we punched along there. Then look where we're out. 75s there, 78s, and then we got out. So that's 25, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80. We still have. It's small. We held it all the way against us because we were waiting for 16 to break. That never happened. So we take 50 cents there. We are giving our last 20% the same 50 cents on the downside. So let's go over to Brennan and see what this news is exactly.
That's exactly what you were saying. With partnership with Salesforce here, providing transformational mortgage services to financial institutions, which I would gonna have to read through this, but I would think it's a pretty big deal, guys, for a company like Rocket.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
Rocket
seems like
Mortgage
it.
has been, I mean, the reason why, I mean, it's not Rocket Mortgage anymore, it's Rocket Companies. But you could see here, it has been pretty much a dead dog for a very, very long time. We were actually part of this. I was buying, believe it or not, I mean, I got so lucky. I had AMC $2 calls when they mooned, like that was unbelievable. And this same reason, I took RKT, they IPO'd and they just hovered around $18, $19. So I was actually long with calls, believe it or not, during this. And then when obviously memes started going nuts there, Rocket was about, we could check the short interest now. It's actually probably pretty high. We'll do that. Maybe if you can get that, Valeria or Brennan. But it's probably pretty high. So we were actually able to get this. We didn't capitalize on it nearly as much as we should have, but that was fun. And then just to show you, I'm just talking about how it's been dead. It's basically doing the same thing now at 15 or 16. So, I mean, it's been a dog. It is in my long-term portfolio, and I'm long like 21, 22 bucks. I don't know if it's ever going to get back. There's just, they're not unique enough, apparently, anyways. So yeah, this play may be dead in the water, but we're taking a little bit of money here and we'll see what happens at the end. But the 16 break is what we're looking for there to get out.
So, I mean, like I said, I would take my shot at BKKT. Did, and now the only direction I'll play until 40 is going to be the long. So, like I said, I try to battle that 37.50 area. It did break out. I had it actually twice because it felt like a failed break, so I did take it a second time. And the third time, it's got to be a reversal to the long. So, at 37.71, kind of a weird price that I got slipped to when I reversed. And again, I'm not saying it's going to $40. That's not really what I mean there. I just sort of feel like, you know, fighting the short until it gets to that price, I don't think it makes a heck of a lot of sense. So make a little bit back here when we go to the long side. I do out of the corner of my eye watch that EQOS, which is heading back toward that 620. I still have the last of that position on. If it breaks 620, I want to be out. 621, I think, is my actual stop, so probably 22s have to fill. And then I'll just get out of this one. You know, BKKT, I'm very likely to want to cover this in front of 39 and then start looking for the turn closer to 40. That's in the event that it actually even gets to 39, which it hasn't done yet. We'll see what happens. BKKT, what a monster move, but put it in context. Remember, people, this stock was in 55 in the pre-market and managed to get cut by more than in half. So this is already a monstrous bounce from the bottom. It's a double up from those lows if it hits 40. That's why I think I'm a little skeptical.
So let's go with Blink Charging. I mean, I'm just noticing here it is breaking through this top right now, up 6%. Obviously, this is a name in the right space right now. You're seeing EV, everything, you know, ESG based, charging electrical batteries, this and that. You see QuantumScape. I'm actually in QuantumScape now. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. But there it goes off of a break, and we'll see where it goes from here. We are long right now 35, so it's a nothing trade. You guys can get in this as well. And like, sometimes people tweet at me and it's like, yo, man, you're not telling us these trades before you're getting into them. Okay, I mean, I think I'm doing that every single time, but we will thank you for watching, those of you that do, because you know now you can take it right now against me. I'm long 35. You know you could get 36 or 35 or whatever you want there. But here we go now to the upside. So I'm excited about this position. We'll see where it goes. If you look at a 20-minute chart here for Blink, is this a 20-minute? Nope. Is this my 20-minute? Nope. This must be then. You know, there's really no levels here. This is what I'm talking about. We're breaking out here into a Friday afternoon trade, so makes sense to me if this one wants to keep on running. It's been a great week for them. Down near the bottom, 27 and change. We'll see if we want to continue to the upside, but of course there is that risk because it's Friday, so the same thing could work in both directions. Neil and I have to be flat at the end of every day, right? Yep. So that's the one thing here. This may be worth holding. Nice movement to the upside. I'm glad we just found this one for you, but this 31's held, so hold. So this, for me, this one will be a 30-cent hit if we come back to the downside. So that's what we're looking for right now. Very, very excited for this one. This is Blink Charging.
Yeah, so that reversal 71s, I get some out at 11s and then again at 20, and the last we're getting on the back end. This is not, I wish I could say this is a short, it's not. That's actually me covering the last for a long. I had to take profit higher, so it actually coded this as a short. If I was short, that'd be great, I'd be taking $1, but I didn't want to reverse unless it got closer to 40. It never did. Then EQOS, like I said, we scalped some of it out, and then my stop was when it broke that 620, technically 621, load. I'd be more patient. There we go.
Load.
Yeah, so it broke that 620 area. Now I'm going to be out of this. There's really not any obvious levels unless it really starts to go. You're talking like $7, $7.50. So I'm going to have to play this one by ear. And look, I want to be trading this DWAC because I felt like after that, you would really think that after that flush, there'd be all kinds of trades to be had. But it's kind of just sort of barcoding off this 70 even here. And it is setting up. I mean, you're getting some higher lows. You get a wipeout bottom. couple of higher lows here with the same 70 top. Yeah, it's setting up for a bit of a test of that 70 for a break. So I might be looking to trade this one to the long side. As long as it holds, maybe puts in a consolidation above 69 in that last dollar of the range, and then can break out at 70. I needed to see the volume pick up a little more because, yeah, volume really dying. It's hard for you guys to see there. It's volume really dying down in the last couple of minutes. You want to make sure when it's breaking out at the end of the day, the volume's also picking up, but it is setting up for a bit of a 70 break on DWAC.
All right, Brendan, what's up?
Nice bounce back day for backed BKKT. Big volume there, guys. Just came in at day highs, but immediately rejected. The range on this is crazy. That was 38.25. Now we're all the way back to 36.5 in one candle. So BKKT having a day.
Did I catch that one? Oh, never.
EQ.
Almost got it. We have like
Equinix Limited here. I mean, we talked about this earlier, EQOS. If you were, watching us the last couple of days, this was a name here, and even the last 20 minutes. I mean, we brought this to you. I think was it 2 or 3 days ago? It was that Polkadot. They're adding the coin or something to their exchange. I don't remember the exact news, but that was at $3 or $4. Now today, I mean, that might have just been yesterday. No, that's this morning. Okay, so down in here, some nice bump ups. Not sure what exact day. No, this was not yesterday. This is 26. So anyways, you're now starting to break out. I just want to give everyone's attention that 780, maybe the high spot here, 740. So EQOS still trying to go, but you might have just made that top at 652. So watch out, 650 there, coming back in a little bit here. That's EQOS starting to go off. That's just a 20-minute chart. If you look at the 1 minute range, this is what I'm talking about. The move has really just happened. We were at, and again, maybe it's something to do with that listing maybe. $5.20 there, just bumped up huge. So it's just going right now. Almost the whole move today is just in the last hour. So a nice bump up here for EQOS. I believe this is probably a short. So I'm going to go short now if we even have it, and then get out at that 650 level.
Absolutely. I see some people talking about Bros. Dutch Brothers up 9% today. Big, strong move for this one. And yeah, man, it's been a pretty... I'm trying to think of an IPO that's done better. Maybe, I don't know, if you guys know of an IPO in the last, I don't know, like 6 months, it's had a more impressive debut than Dutch Brothers. I'd love to hear it because this is it's a double up, and now you're pressing to a, look, it already broke out today through a fresh high. You're pressing off of this like 70, it's a random level. There's no levels off here because these are all fresh highs. So you are pressing back into the downside. I think it probably has to, hold an offer below 75, retest 74.50, break VWAP, that kind of thing, and have it pulling back. But then under the notion that resistance turns into support, for a day trade, I think it gets you to that 73 if it makes that break, which is fine. I just think for anything more than that, you might be waiting around for like a few days or weeks. And it's just so incredibly strong. Be very careful shorting it. BKKT, which I said I wouldn't take a shot at this until it got to 40. Yeah, as Brendan mentioned, that's still the 15-minute chart. As Brendan mentioned, it's starting to pull back, but look, it's still holding a higher low. This might not be done yet. It's as long as it can hold up here, doesn't give you that real sort of like death candle or whatever you want to call it. It actually put in a couple that I think you might have tricked people to think it would be a death candle, but it hasn't really done that yet at this high. So still in range to make that 40, that push to 40, and that's the level I'm going to be waiting for there. And DWAC, I thought it was going to break 70, like it was making that move. Flushes back down here again. So if it fails to put in a higher low, this thing might be headed even further southbound. So, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are betting on this one to the long side. I know it's still up a bunch from that first day, but if it can't get through 70, that's clearly a bit of a wall since it put in that somehow non-halting death candle. I don't know why it didn't halt, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the halt rules sometimes are a little bit silly on some of these plays. So EQOS, actually, we take the short band. It goes right away, almost 10 cents in the money. I didn't even have any bids out. Like, I was just finished taking the trade. So now we'll put some bids down here. We're going to try to see if it wants to come back in off this big move to the upside there. We're bidding now where this is, 27, where it went down to. We'll see if we can get a fill down there. But we are, very, very aware that this high of 650 is something that we don't want to have break on us. So that's that play. QuantumScape here today. Okay, so a tale of two trades basically here with QuantumScape. As I can notice, we take out the top 29. We're like, oh my God, this is going, right? But it goes from 25 to 29. This is the thing. Like, normally I wouldn't do that, but it was just after 10 o'clock. I'm trying to make some rules up here and that I don't want to take early breaks. We explained that on Apple earlier, but Darn it, we took it there at 29 and we lost $1. So we lost $1 straight. Almost instantly as soon as we had it, it goes up a little bit. We got sort of that wick off top there, which signals that, yeah, maybe this is turning around. So it comes out, hits the view up, the dollar out, we take that. But then it bounced, it goes all the way down another $1 to 27.20. Obviously, that would have been a good pickup spot off of that wick. But we wait for it to break back up and we take a 28.20. And look what happens, man. We take 28.20 long, we get out at 28.80, so we take 60 cents. So make back, portion of this trade, and then it goes all the way up to look, guys, this is 28.20. Okay, we hold half. It goes all the way up to 29.80. And I don't get it out. Crazy talk there. And then obviously got lazy, wasn't paying attention. Would have took it out right there on that 29 break. Now it's faded back in. I'm only bringing it to everyone's attention because here it is at 28 again. Forget about the trade that I have on. I'm in the money. It doesn't matter. I'm in the money 12 cents, like whoop-de-doo, when we had $1.70. So I still think you can test the $29 spot here today. So QuantumScape at this 28 level, sorry. So I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention that if you did like the trade, there's a reason why I'm still in this. It bounced off 28. Now we're going to take out VWAP, and I think we can get out at 29. So let's see if that can happen. But right now, QuantumScape waiting for that. Rocket Mortgage, we talked about that when we just had it on. That bounced up there. So that could be 20 cents if you wanted that one. Blink not moving, and EQOS. There it is. Here we go. So yeah, we'll fire off the hot dogs for our earlier costume, which is now right behind us. That was fun. And here goes EQOS. Now back down to the downside. So hey, we take out one piece right now. That's 20%. We're going to sit around here, see if we can get out some more. And we'll fly with this one today.
And I just want to come back to see a lot of names out there. One of them, U.S. Steel. Yeah, you're right. That's Yatu, about 37. I like that name. 25, like 50-ish or so, trying to hold like a lot of this morning range breakout. And then you had the gap, of course, from like 23.50. There was this 27 top. Remember the morning show? I don't know. Should have absolutely played this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. We left you in the morning with a 27 top idea in the U.S. Steel, and it gave you 26s. You didn't get as good of a move if you took it the second, third, and fourth times, but now it's really starting to follow through. Still a good look that you're going to hold up at this 26, or at least, I mean, for now it's holding up at this 26. It's not really done yet. And BKKT is definitely not done yet. It just pressed again towards the high of the day. You now are going to get a bit of a lower high at the same price, like 37.5, which was the key level before. If it doesn't break this, I think it's going to set up for a bit of a short off of that lower high. And I say off of the lower high because you short 70s, 37 even, I don't think it makes sense to be holding it all the way to 38.40. If it breaks the high of the day, I really do think it's going to extend. I'd rather take it on the consolidation. If it holds the lower high, fair enough. You can definitely get some out of 36 for $1, and then some out of like maybe 35, and then all the way to VWAP. That would be almost like a pie in the sky, like a best case scenario. I don't want to chase this too far. Give me a break. Next time I'll just punch in, and then I'll say, and yeah, exactly. I'll punch in, then I'll say what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's part of the problem. And the same thing happened to me on EQOS, but thank God it came back in. So we just got a 20 bid there as well off of this 36 short. So good trade there. We'll see where it goes. Blink not doing too much. QS and Rocket doing their thing. Palantir had a good day. Now it's coming back in. Netflix. Wow, Netflix 690, like unbelievable. NFLX. We actually, I don't know if you guys are following our videos, but we release 4 every weekend, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. One of the fag names that we talked about was Netflix, that we really did like this name. And wow, has that ever taken off that video? I might have to rewatch that just to see like what was going on there because the 1 minute range, the 20 minute range, this is just popping off. Did we get Netflix news today or something? Because 675, ever since that break, man, you're just straight up.
News is they signed Maggie.
Tick, 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 boom. They signed, they say, yeah, Squid Game. Yeah, where is Maggie?
Where is Maggie? Maggie's dressed up in like the Squid Game outfit, but I don't know where she is.
Brendo?
Maggie is hard at work, guys, but I'm sure she will come by a little bit later. Next ID, it's amazing to watch, the volume kind of rotate through all of these names that are up on the day. I mean, this was up very, very nicely on the day at 350, and then all the volume comes back in. Takes this right up to 4, guys, for NXTD.
Okay, so that was
That's a
Netflix.
curious
There
one.
was one. Oh, MVIS, I think is moving around right now as well. 760 again. This is like, you know, and I don't know if this is going to be another metaverse play or not, but here's the 1 minute chart. You had a big move from yesterday, so let's zoom this in a little bit. Started to take off, taking out the day's high right now. Still down 15%, but they did have a crazy run yesterday, as we know, on some of that meta news there, up to well, that's today, 755 there, and then we make that move. So we're going to see what happens now. MVIS starting to print a little bit here as we get back to breaking that 755 area that we talked about. There's the big run from yesterday up to 9. So some more room to go here for MVIS, and we'll see if that wants to go now, just taking out the high.
Yeah, and that next ID, I mean, obviously got to be on the radar at this point. I mean, 10 million shares. It is actually making a fresh run here. There's not a lot when it comes to levels. So when you turn it 399, I mean, what else are you looking at other than $4? At this point, if it holds that quarter mark, I think it has a chance to make another run, but $4 is the only level you want to look at. Someone's like, Neil, next time you should just buy Tesla. I only made one trade today in Tesla today. I wanted to go long on a dip. It just never really came far enough for me. Well, okay, technically it did, but I was trading too many things in the morning. And then I tried to get it a second time, and then it didn't come far enough. But it was the 1100 break. I got in, I got out. It was like the shortest trade you could ever imagine. And then it was a good thing that I got out, because trying to hold for like 1115, 1120 clearly wouldn't have worked out, unfortunately. So Tesla, it'll move at some point. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. People keep talking about Lucid. And like, we traded a lot of Lucid this morning. It was short the pop. Then it was play the 40. It was short the 40 level. Then it was play the breakout at 40. I should not have reloaded at 40. That was losing. Then it was short when it broke back below 39. I think it stopped out at 38 short. It's just sitting here at the low of the day, and I don't really see much of anything as far as the trade goes. Again, like, if you want to bottom pick this, like what? Like, what reason? There's no volume down here. You're like 70 cents away from $1 away from the low. I'm not really seeing much happening on Lucid unless it pops back upside. You know, you more want to be sitting this one out. You know, if it broke 35, I think it could actually give you $2 easy. I don't think that's going to happen at all today. So unless it pops up to like 38 or 39 or retest 40, there's really nothing to see here. Probably going to be a mover next week though, so there's going to be something at that point. Brendo?
ATEN, which is A10. We talked about this one this morning. Was very, very strong out of the gate this morning. Just trying to get back to day highs here. Still, guys, holding up 32.5%. Did nothing throughout the midday there, but a little bit of volume coming back into ATEN.
Yeah, a little spike into 1880 or so, and you know, trying to come back in here. I just got wicked out of BKKT, so kind of maybe don't like my stop placement there. I put my stop shy of that high. You would never want to do that. I can probably get back into this one if I like it. I mean, the reality is this level here was like 37.75, and I put my stop shy of that, which never makes any sense. So usually, with a rule of thumb for me is if I bungle a stop, then I get back into the position. If you lose the second time, it is what it is. I should have still been in this position as far as I'm concerned. So if I lose twice, it's like 20 or 30 pennies. You just got to follow the rules. And now it's 40 or bust, right? In terms of the short, it can still take out the high of the day and be a long. That's at 38.40. I don't mind taking long breaks here, but it couldn't hold the lower high. So it's at a 40 level or bust. I'm not trading Tesla. The next ID, I thought it might have another chance, one more shot to get back to the upside at 4 even. It's trying to make that move right now. So remember I said if it can bounce off 75, so it just bounced off 75. It's grinding towards this high. And for a $4 stock, I mean, if you were to short it off of 4 even at 385, you better be pretty convinced that it's weak enough to go down to 350 or 355. The risk to reward changes a lot if you're willing to risk 15 to 20 cents on a stock like this, especially when it does have this support down theoretically at 365, former top, also pulled back into that range. That's way too tight. That's actually 1-to-1 or closer to 1-to-1 if you short it here, and I never like that. I always want it to be a little bit better than that.
So I put another bid on EQOS right now at 24. Just, I don't know what's going to happen with this trade, but we've gotten the short and we've gotten out, but now it's starting to bounce back. So it may take off here into the close. So good thing we did take some of that profit for sure. Should still be, if my math is right, we should still be fine, even if it does go back up to the upside there through 52. So we'll see if that math is correct. But we are bidding. We did notice some problems. I put a bid out, and honestly, For those of you, look, like this is a pure, we have direct market access. We're direct there. So sometimes most of you understand this because you're trading, but orders will run away from your bids. So sometimes, you just got to market them out. But when the spread is like 2 cents, sort of like it was, I just put on the bid, and then that was at 24, and then it shot right back up. So sometimes that does happen, that's for sure. Okay, so there we go. So we took our last piece on Blink. And you know what? This is the thing. When things break out like this to the upside at the end of the day, notice what my average price is right now, 17. Right? So we have a 30. We put on a much bigger position, obviously at 11 there, to give you an idea. So we only have no outs, and look what my average price is showing, right? 17 there. So we're already in the money. So we take a nice bid there down near 31. So let's get out of a little bit now. It's obviously not acting properly here, but we take that little bid. We'll put some offers in like the 20s or something like that. See, here it comes. See if we can't make a little bit of money there. So looks like we did maybe, potentially, okay. This is what I mean. Look at this spread, 5 cents. A little bit too much. We'll have to park some orders here. Hopefully it runs over us to the upside there, but that just shows you a little bit about the sizing that I choose to use there. So we're taking a little bit more, like I said, just like that Apple trade, which I'll review. You take more size when you get near the even dollar that you're trying to break out from, right? So back down to 31. We'll see if we can get out of this one. Hey, it might all be for naught. I might not be able to get out of this, but we will put some offers here in the mid 20s now, just because we took that bid. We'll see if we can't just continue to stack some cash. Otherwise, this will be a loser. So right now, Blink, trying to get this to go back to the upside mid 20s.
And it's hard I see people talking about PayPal. I mean, I don't know. Look, man, I see people talking about manipulation on PayPal. Like, I'm not gonna go there because I can't say. I don't know if that's going to be true or not. I kind of
What manipulation?
I have no idea what that even means. But the reality is, it's still continuing to head to the downside here. And I'll be the first person to admit that I said, if they don't do the Pinterest deal, which I didn't like at all, I didn't think it made a lot of sense. If they don't do the Pinterest deal, then PayPal should recover. And it was like, I think it was like 10% or something like that. It needed to recover. It went 6% and then been still coming down. So it's starting to get to that close enough to this 225 level. It just feels like it makes sense to pull the trigger. And again, I'm not saying it gets there next week, but it just feels like it's fallen a little bit too far today. Ooh, BKKT. It just double topped. Now, remember I said I'm only going to go long through these levels if it breaks the high? It's the daily chart. If it breaks the high, so my stop order is locked and loaded to go. $40 I still think can be a significant one. It's starting to run out of time. I don't like doing breaks too close to the end of the day, but we got a good half an hour left before the market ends. Yeah, do it.
Put on Rob. Yeah,
put on Rob right now.
hilarious.
He's doing it right in front of me. My camera's right in front of you. You might as well see him.
If they can. There he
See
is.
that?
See that? See what Rob can do, guys? So not
Legit.
just a pretty face, also
Legit.
juggling. And I can confirm, you can see her back there. Maggie did not lose the first Squid Game. She is still alive.
Yes.
There she is right there. Yeah, watch out. You may lose it. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, so she survived the red light, green light. She stopped in time. Everything is fine. So Maggie surviving one more day today.
Tug of war is no joke.
I will put on the hot dog costume. I see some requests for that. I'll put that back on as we get closer, but it was way too, it got real warm. You know that too, obviously, in your suit there as well. So
It's got to be 25 or 26 Celsius in here.
There
It
it
has
is.
to be. Has to be. It's like, I know, Brendan. I know it always says 23, but
what is
trust
Brendan
me,
now, an air conditioner salesman or something?
it's never what it says.
All right. No, Brendan's probably completely right about that, so I can't get really
He
questioned.
usually is.
Okay, so EQOS. It's going to be hilarious because we do reverse it to the long, and we take out some profits there on the long, but there it goes breaking through 50. So small profits, rescalp it back to the long side. Now we just need Blink to do the same thing, which it doesn't want to do, so we may lose on that one as well. But there goes EQOS, now testing new highs, 670. We can hold this one now. We have it, so in the money now, 9 cents. Basically back and forth, almost as flat as a trade as you're going to see, guys. Make 13 or 14 pennies, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, actually a little more than that. About 20 pennies there. Break it, lose about 15 pennies on the upside, then take a little bit of a profit. We're just playing around here with EQOS, so not a great bunch of action here into the close. What's up, Brendo?
Quietly today, guys, this happened in vaccine world. Pfizer shares and BioNTech, BNTX. Pretty decent day. I'll show you the chart here in a second, but FDA authorizing Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds in the U.S. So a little bit of a pullback back to 43, 44 and a half, but trying to hold these levels at day highs for Pfizer today.
Yay,
all right,
Pfizer.
all right.
I love you, Pfizer. But So BKKT, I said I would only go long. It broke that high, got in. It then immediately tried to flush on the failed break. But hey, guess what? It held this little dip here. This is like 36.87 or so. It manages to hold higher. The second it holds higher and catches a bid, I did add to it. That's all I'll add. I mean, 38 to the long side. I'll scalp some out on the way up here, probably on the way to 39. Well, I mean, the last time I said that, it didn't actually go to 39. But anyways, I'll get out more shares in front of 39. If I think 40 is the top, I obviously am not going to hold this trade all the way to like 40 even, because that wouldn't make any sense, because I want to short if it gets to 40.
I mean, we'll fire off a little bit of hot dog trades. I mean, people asking me for making some hot dog trades here, but again, the market needs to move, man. And like, honestly, sometimes we're just firing darts at some of these names. So I do think if you want more hot dog trades, come join us in the morning when we absolutely destroyed it, man. Facebook was a monster for me, an absolute monster. We can show you that right off the top. So we just took that out. Oh, we hit the hot dogs. So there's EQOS there. High of 90. We get out at 85. That's a wrap right there for me on EQOS. So I just got to make sure, my stop order is still fine. Okay, that's that. Like, here's some hot dog trades right here. Like, this is Facebook. You know, we thought Facebook has been a great long for us the last couple of days. We longed it at 308 last night, yesterday on the show. We put it in our own account at 311. And then also, buying these in the pre-market here on some of these dips, we were waiting for a little bit longer, lower. So we thought maybe 316, maybe some support. We never got there. We got to 319. So unlike Apple, we weren't able to, load up down here. But still though, that's like about, so that's a 20, and so that's a 21 and a 20. So 20.50, first out 22. That's a $1.50 right there. Next out close to 324, 325, 324.50. So right off the open, that's another $4. So 150 there, 450 there. So a good trade for us on that name. So we'll wait to see where we go from here. But that is Facebook. And then here's the Apple trade that we really were happy with, man. We posted it. Not happy with that, but we've already identified how to trade this better. We wait for that 146 to come in. We put some risk on there, and I say, you know what? At the end of the day, if it goes to 146, we'll take a little bit of a hit on this one. We don't average in all the way. We put on a decent position there. Bang, bang, and then there's our out. As Apple right now, taking out the high of the day. So, I mean, congratulations for Apple as that's starting to go. Oh, yeah, and you want more? You want more trades? How about Blink? There it is, man. Let's go. Spin this one as it's turning back to the upside, Neil. Blink trading right now, long 13 at 28. That's 15 cents we'll put in our pocket.
Yeah, I just took some of the scalp out on GFS for about 30, 40 pennies. Now I'm giving it back to 37.50. If it doesn't break towards 40, at the end of the day, like, it might just never be a short that I can find my way into. That's just the reality. But Global Foundries is one that we 100% missed on actually trading today. Global Foundries, 45 open, 46 open, hit the 45. Now testing a double top at $49. So, I mean, it didn't have the greatest first day, but certainly relatively strong, up 5% when the market, it got back to green, but at GFS, I don't even understand why it was 50 cents a share to short, but anyone that paid for that did not get their money's worth, because they paid 50 pennies and then they probably got their blown off.
Head blown off, right? Or something
well, I could have said head.
Yep. Yeah, you could have, I guess that's true. Okay, here we go, man. Maybe it is time to put on the hot dog costume, because right now we got another banger on as QS. And again, we talked about me being an idiot and holding this and not getting out there. But also, when we came back, man, we were at about 28.20 when we talked about this level. Now you're at 28.75. So there's another 50-cent winner for you. I have it on board right now. So there we go as well. Hopefully you have that. Rocket Mortgage can basically die at this point. Doesn't seem like it wants to do anything. Not anybody should. There's not.
Well, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Where's our Halloween? We haven't hit yet anymore. There, I got it.
I wasn't even on the right page.
I like that one, and here we go. This is what we're doing right now. I'm going to go put on the hot dog costume in a minute, but let's just get out of some of these right now. Blink to the upside. We emptied out a lot there at 33, 34. So we'll wait to see. We're out at 60% of this trade. So if it does come back down, hey, man, we should be able to make sure that we capture the profit on this name. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go put on the hot dog costume, because that's going to make QS go to 29. So you watch.
Joe Campbell, I'm glad you talked about PayPal there. I mean, it's like it's hard to see who talked about it, who didn't. I caught someone else mentioning it, so I'm glad it was you. I just think at some point, I mean, I'd love to hear what the idea is behind the whole manipulation thing, but I don't see that it makes any sense. EQOS actually got to 688, so it came very close to that $7 mark, not quite. If it had gotten to 7, I did have a level 2 up. I was sort of ready to lock and load if it got to the 90s and just shorted in front of 7 even. I don't like the breakout. We're getting a little bit late in the day for that. For those of you Tesla buffs, we're back above 1100. We're heading towards 1102, which is somehow a triple top on Tesla. But EQOS, one of the strongest names that I can find, headed towards 7 even. That's the only level to watch now.
Good call on the microphone. Let me just put this on 1 second here. So we are watching right now QS go back to the upside, guys. So my target on that is 29. Look at that. Ever since I put this on, man, we're up 5 cents. So far, so good on that one. We also have Blink now up 17 cents, and that's still starting to run. I'm just going to throw this on underneath the hot dog, and then I'll be right back.
There you go. I mean, you gotta get. It's all about having the mic. It's like really awkward to put them on these costumes here. I hopefully didn't just knock it off.
I'm getting a new mic apparently, and that's just going to be sitting on my face, which is going to be a problem. But we'll see how that goes.
That's awkward. I like these ones because they're not. They don't bother you. I don't know.
All right, so now we're back to comfortable again. So we'll fire off some hot dogs. So you got to not only do you got to wear this ridiculous costume, maybe you have to even put the hat. So I'm wearing the hat so that this part doesn't like cover my whole face because it does come in. Yeah, you know what? When I put this on, it gets real hot real quick there. But, again, guys, thank you for watching. I can't do this. I can't even look over here at the charts. But, yeah, so QS does go back to the upside there, 28.80. It looks like QS liked the hot dog, but then it didn't like it that much as it's starting to go. But you know what did like the hot dog? Blink. As Blink right now, another out near the day's high. So, yeah, buddy, man, this is what we're doing right now. Forget the hot dogs because you could buy a hell of a lot of them if you have this. So we're going to keep going to the upside now. What is EQOS doing? Is that still breaking? Because we did have that long as well. No, so that was a good out. EQOS, we actually wind up positive on this name because of that last move. We did reverse to the long side. And there goes Blink, man. This is now 30 cents in the money. Still trying to rally. Good pickup down there at 31. Like we said, forget about this tick. That was just one to see, hey, if it runs and it breaks and maybe you get a halt, you get something like that, we have a piece on. You saw when it came back down here, my fill was at 12 or 13 and my average price was 17. So I took 20% of the position here, 80% of the position here because my out was going to be 31 as now we're going to the upside. So it wasn't QuantumScape that liked the hot dog. It was Blink. So Blink now up to the upside. Let's take another piece out right here, guys.
So you know what's actually crazy? You know what we had for lunch? It wasn't hot dogs because there was no bun, but it was essentially like sausage. Not good sausage, but like hot dog sausage with sauerkraut. So that worked. And you know what else? I mean, backed to the future. It's not back to the future. Backed, it's continuing to be along. Like I said, I'm just scalping it until it gets to 40. So I got stopped out of the last one after taking some profit. Same thing, it breaks the high of the day again, go 38.50 into 39, which is now the high of the day. So I don't really see much of another trade because if you just sit in the position the whole way, it's so far up. Like, you can't just hold it against you if it comes back down. So you can take top breaks. I still think 40 can be the top. That leaves you with a scalp trade off a 39 break. With only 10 minutes to go till imbalances, I don't know if I'll like that one, but it's continuing to give you some wins to the upside here. And I think it's a dangerous short because look how strong this bad boy is. Backed, now up $13 on the day and showing no signs of stopping yet.
Ooh, Blink charging here. Hey, look, if you like this show, I guarantee you'll definitely like Memes and Movers at 11 o'clock every single day, and you'll like our main show at 8:30. So join us back. And yeah, I mean, I get you there, Sam. I mean, I don't know if anybody else would wear this because we're having some fun here. And I actually talked to Michael Noss from Trade Ideas and apologized for doing those Halloween things, but he said they were great. He loves them. He loves the show. He's a big, huge fan and supporter of Trader TV Live. So I got to give a big shout out to you, Michael Noss from Trade Ideas. Thank you for having fun with us earlier. And that's all we're trying to do, man. I mean, we're about as real. Like, look, there's other trading shows will be like, oh, I took this break early. I made 100 grand. That's great. It's only 8:45. Fantastic. That's fine. Like, not everybody can trade like that, and we understand it, and that's why we came with this show, man. These are like real positions, names you guys want. They're not just one in, one out, and then look at the same patterns every single day. We're bringing you news, we're bringing you everything. I just really hope you enjoy the show, and we're also trying to keep it lighthearted and whatnot here every single day. So I think that's what makes us special, and I did want to give a big shout out to everybody out there. So we'll do a backflip for this because yesterday, Brendan, maybe if you have that count, I don't know, it was 200. I hope we didn't lose subscribers. Yesterday, we cracked through 250,000 subscribers. So
we're still there. We're still there.
So this Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to crack a beer on the show, but then Neil said no. So maybe.
I mean, I said no. I did say no.
I was all about it. Then you're like, well, we have a policy.
But I actually do think it's probably a YouTube thing. I guarantee it is. I promise you it is. You probably can't.
But
you
wasn't your boy Joe Rogan like literally smoking on YouTube?
That's Joe Rogan, man. The guy can do whatever he wants.
Elon Musk. There it is. Wait, we only got 400 subscribers overnight, guys.
Joe Rogan drinks on every show, by the way. His one with Alex Jones is hilarious.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hilarious.
We got to throw over to Miss V for these more subscribers. You know what? Look, we're having a great time here.
By the way, guys,
I'm doing the light count.
That backed broke that 39, but it wasn't that good of a break. It got to 15s or 20s. You could only get like 15 or 20 cents. It's still pretty strong, but like I want to be this time of day, be in and out pretty quick.
Yeah, you know what?
You can still get some wins, but it's starting to slow down.
Lucas, when you get a chance, I mean, get Neil a beer too. Forget about this. We're going to at 4 o'clock.
No, I want the. What's the?
You want the bourbon sour?
Yeah.
Okay, get the 2 bourbon sours.
The brother wants bourbon.
Neil and I will crack those at 4 o'clock. So guys, get ready. We will do this. Ms. V, anybody, Pratt, anybody who wants to do that with us, we'll crack some beers there. And we are going to be having a small Halloween party. There's not too many of us here.
Daniel Ba, if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, I apologize. He says, yes, you can drink. I Googled it. So, I mean, if you Googled it, it's true.
Anything
that's how it works.
And
everything you find
Joe Rogan's on Spotify. Yeah. Funny guys. He's.
I know he's on.
I'm not even addressing.
We know he's on Spotify.
Yeah. Let's go, Austin. Let's go, Austin. Go, Pat. Go. By the way, see, I remember things, Austin. I've got you. There it is. So let's do some light count here. I ain't drinking anything until this gets to 1,000. So we're at 485 right now on the light count. Maybe we could throw Miss V as well back on camera. Miss V, let's get this up here so we can crack a few more beers. What's up, Miss V?
Hey, Sean. You did a great job on likes there, and guys, we would really want you to help us and smash the like button. I see the super chat here from Michael Scanlon. The best trading show. Thank you, team. Indeed, thank you, team, and give like not to us, to you for being here every day, for all our great community. Another month came to the end, and I think all of us deserve a like, guys. Back to you.
I'm just messaging my wife. Love you. Okay, there it is. So yeah, thank you so much for that. And another one, we are going to update. Thank you so much, man. The Monkey Shiner for all your super chats as well. And now 14 months. Wow, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm already getting heated in this costume right now.
That's why you need a cold one.
Yeah, well, exactly. Now that we've determined that we're allowed, Neil.
It was Googled. I just want the confirmation.
Yeah. Okay. Well. It is true. We don't want to do anything in trouble. I mean, this is our only platform for distributing said show. Okay, so
hot in here, man.
Someone that likes to ruin the part. No, just joking. What's up, Brendan?
Microvision. Hi guys. There's a market still. I was just noticing big volume coming back into Microvision here. Day highs still down after earnings, but I mean this is a decent gap to fill even Monday. I mean looking pretty good after a huge gap for MVIS.
A minute. Okay.
All right. Sweet. Wait, hold on a second.
We have delivery. Uber drinks right now. Oh, thank you. I like it.
I've never got a drink from a clown before.
I was actually in charge of picking up the alcohol.
Hold on a second.
Well, I'm not getting paid to show this. We should maybe.
Are we sponsored by these people?
What the hell did that clown just do? Yeah. So here we go. Bourbon sour. Bourbon sour there. So we'll leave those right here as said motivation. I mean, if we're not at 1,000 likes, ain't nothing going to be happening anyways. So 700 likes right now. Let's get going here as we go. Blink charging. Again, right at the high of the day, we already have this trade, man. We're long. We're 50 cents in the money on this one. We are 50 cents in the money also on QS. Oops, that's Rocket. On QS right now. So that's getting close to $29. There's only 30. I told you, if we put on the hot dog costume, we would get 29 on this. Here's a 75-cent winner plus. I'm not taking this out. I want this to go higher. So let's wait to see. We do have the imbalances coming out. Big time winner here. Man, we're on fire. This has been one of my better days of the week for sure. This may be a permanent costume, guys. Blink, big time move to the upside. Great trade there. EQOS, not a great trade, but still somehow profitable. And then QS, we've been running the show there. And Rocket was an absolutely fantastic trade. trade. So, hey, man, we're really happy here. Thank you so much for everything. People might want us to do a little. Guys, give us the likes here. 800 likes, only 200 more. And by the way, get your beers, tweet at me. Someone's already tweeted a picture of a Guinness. That should be probably directed at Brendan.
Brendan is the big time Guinness guy.
Yep. Brendan drinks Guinness on the warmest of days on patios. So that's how you know you are hardcore for that one, which is fine. I mean, what's so funny?
Whatever works. I don't know what's so funny. By the way, guys, BKKT, it did go to 40, 40 is exactly the high. I got 88 short because I'm liking 88 for whatever reason this week. About $1 in the money. I'm looking 38s here to be able to get out. It's still pretty strong. There's a buyer refresher at 39, so the Bulls are still in control of this one for now.
Neil, I think you need to trade more BKKT.
I know, I'm hitting on the back.
You have like 50 executions in the last 20 minutes.
I know. It's the only thing I can find moving. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Apple.
Now Tesla.
What, 11 again?
Now Tesla breaks. Like
I
even said I wouldn't take the 1100 break in the afternoon. And now it's like actually
we are debating this. There goes QS. Yeah, buddy, breaking 29, baby, QS. So Tesla did that break already. And look at the big volume spike here on the break. So it already broke 1100 one time, and it went to its current day's high, obviously at 1106 or so. So that's where we're headed right now. You break through that 1106 and you're probably gone. Obviously, Tesla's already reported. We already know the story here. Super strong, man. I mean, there's not even... Thanks for backfilling charts. There's not even anything in its way now, man. I really think Tesla has, honestly, like 2,000 in its sights. That's crazy to say that, I think it's going to be double from here. But honestly, I mean, what happens when they announce possibly, maybe even on their next quarter, we'll see in December. But whether or not they split again, I think there's just a lot of potential here for Tesla bulls. So congratulations on that. QS does drop away. Oh, imbalance time. Let's have a quick look at that as I have to get out of QS. Why am I even doing this?
Oh, I missed the reversal.
In QS, look at that. QS with a big sell comes out. So they go the opposite way. They were rocking and rolling. There it is. QS to the upside 29. Then the big sell comes, and now it's staying in the downside. So hopefully that sell doesn't affect it too much. But there it is right there. QS with a 3 million share sell. We're going to get out of this one.
I totally missed the reversal on BKKT. I shouldn't have missed that 40 reversal. So I had to short. It held at 39. I scalped out 50 cents, and then the rest we're going to get out as 40 broke. I got a good out there, but ultimately there was definitely an opportunity to get that reversal to the long, and up goes to 41. So like I said, it looked like the bulls were still in control. Tesla is still going because of course it is. Imbalances, like you said, Sean, just came out there. And thank you guys. I know a lot of you were pointing out Tesla, and then there was a miss off that EQOS. But, BKKT was moving a lot. There's no way I'm going to sit here trading Tesla, EQOS, and BKKT all with 10 minutes to go. That kind of stuff maybe in the morning when you have more time for things to work themselves out. But at the end of the day, you're usually focusing on one, maybe two names. But happy for all the Tesla bulls out there. I wish it had done this move the first time through. But hey, Tesla is going to close at all-time highs unless something really drastic happens, and I might have just jinxed it. Although I seriously doubt it. It's just blowing the shorts out for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you jinxed anything there, my man. I mean, I don't think anything's going to be able to.
Gone.
Yeah, nobody's going to be able to stop Tesla, guys. So a big move to the upside there. QuantumScape, we did get the heck out of Dodge when we saw that imbalance come through. We had to get 80s there, actually. So unlike normally where I'm sitting there offering, I just marketed out that one. We could have maybe got 85s there, but we take that it looks like we got, actually, yeah, because I marketed out, it looks like I got a half print. So 28.79.50 there. And we talked about this. If you have the ability, guys, and this may seem small, it matters more, I think, to guys like Neil and I that are constantly in trades. Like I have over 300 trades today. No, not that many. But, on that note, you got to use routing keys. If you have an option, and I know some of us want to use, pay for order flow and things like that, which is fine, as long as you feel like you're getting the best fills. I don't have a problem with that. But sometimes, just to pay for your, not to self-direct it, you could use a routing key and you may get a better price. Like I believe I got 79.50 there. So it's only half a penny. Sometimes worth it, that's all. Just letting you guys know that you can get better shares on that one. What did Palantir just drop? Someone just said, whoa, Palantir. I know you're going to get me to look at it, which is fine.
No, the other way. Is there an imbalance on this thing? There's a lot of, look, man, the futures just popped through just absolutely ran. This is Tesla. You already saw that. This is what happened when 350 hit. This is the ES making a break to the upside. You got the NASDAQ breaking the highs today. So like I said, there's no stopping it. Like it's not, at this point, it's not going to reverse. We're going to end up on fresh highs. I don't understand how it's not a bunch of buy imbalances. It doesn't even, that's crazy. Is that Brendan?
Yeah, sure.
It was a big reduction. It was overall 2.6 billion to sell. Comes out at 350, 1.4 on the sell side. So a much smaller sell than expected. This one, guys, nice move today. ABV, ABBV, 4.7. Dividend hike, positive earnings, huge move up to 115 today.
AbbVie, yeah, I love AbbVie. I've been a big supporter of them. They're like one of the only, real kind of, they're not really well, I guess they're pharma, but a drug company or whatever that I have in the portfolio there. That is AbbVie. So a good little look there, guys.
Did you show this one? It's Korg X1. I have no idea who might be in the chat, but anyways, we just got sent this. I know you guys are dog people, but that's a pretty sweet setup, man. I like it. That's a great setup, but also, you know what I saw there? And again, I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure I just saw a BlackBerry phone. Come on, do it, join team. Yeah, I saw that keyboard. You guys all saw it. It's not just Arun and myself. There is still some absolute donks out there. Well, I shouldn't insult myself, but some people that absolutely love that physical keyboard still, so I got mine right here. This market cannot be stopped, people. 4,600 on the ES is within spitting distance. And given how we started today, like remember what happened overnight, right? You had Amazon disappointing on guidance. You had Apple to the downside. And yet you were closing out big earnings week at fresh highs. The ES 4,600, the NASDAQ got to the green and is yet still breaking higher. Tesla 1110, giddy up. That's all I got to say. It's a good day to be cracking a cold one.
It's definitely a great, fantastic day. Yeah, so we're getting the drinks ready in the background. Look at Blink right now because we're wearing this. Let's go. Good trade here for Blink to end the show, man. Look where we're long. You guys wanted those hot dog winners. Bang, right there. How about 80 cents right here for Blink? Up to 31.90 right now.
BTBT's halted, guys, halted.
What is it?
BT just halted. It won't open up till until after the at 4 o'clock. It's a late halt.
BT?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the Bitcoin. Miner there up to the upside. We'll see if there's any news on this one. Whoa, hello, what up?
Yeah,
what up, Brad?
Yeah, I was just checking Bitcoin here. Bitcoin not really moving, but yeah, BTBT guys. Looks like obviously a volatility haul. Going to keep checking for anything, but don't see anything at first glimpse here for
Bit Digital.
Bit Digital.
You don't see that happen very often.
Digital.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just before I think about drinking that. We still can't even drink it. So I don't know if you guys are waiting. We only have 925 likes right now. I'm not cracking this until 1,000. So hopefully we can get to that. That should be fun if we can get to that. I'll double check that in just a couple minutes. It should be unlimited. I mean, it should be 2. It should be unbelievable how many people hit the like there. But maybe we're not doing a good enough job. So, okay.
It's bourbon, man.
I don't know.
It looks tasty.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, I've had these before. So okay, we'll watch that. But that's BKK. So we did get out a Blink there, big time win, out at 80. Boom, right? I mean, tick, 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 boom, right there to the upside. We're just going to clear out of our rocket companies right now. Check out on EQOS, right back to the highs again. I'm just looking at the trades that we had for you on there, and then QS looks like to be a good out, although it did retest. Well, it's right at the same levels. So right here as we go. But so far so good, man. Pretty good. Made some money back here in the afternoon, which is really nice. We're really super happy. It was a great day to trade, especially in the morning when we had some of those bangers, guys. I don't think that's going to reopen, Neil.
No, it's definitely not. I think 4 o'clock. I want to watch this one specifically when it opens at 4 just to see what happens with BTBT. Look, we're seeing a lot of fresh highs being made, obviously. BKKT, which should have been a reversal at 40. If you can get out, you can definitely get back in. I think Rob is going to be doing the bell today. I think that goes without saying. Maybe a few other people can do the bell.
And by the way,
did we hit it? Oh, we did hit it?
Yeah, but I'll wait till 4. I'm
going to crack it at 4. I'm going to crack mine.
I mean, I've already just cracked it just to like a monumental crack there because as you guys can see here, we did hit that 1K. So thank you very much for that one. And yeah, we'll hit that right there, 1K. Thank you so much, guys. We're all going to crack these and then just have a great time. I want everyone to also have a safe Halloween, right? That's by far the most important.
It's good to be able to get out now.
Get out. You know, and just I don't know what our weather's going to be like. I just hope it doesn't rain on Halloween. The kids super excited, and I want to wish.
You know they don't care if it rains. Like it's just.
I feel bad, but this is the first. I told you this is the first time that we won't be out with our kids. Although they did, I'll probably go out with at least one of them. So we'll wait to see there as they're going out with friends. Man, they get old real quick, guys. Only 2 minutes left. I hope everyone has a good. You can tweet at me. I'll retweet your Halloween costumes, whatnot like that. So thank you for watching. We had a hell of a lot of fun there, and we have a dancing clown in the back. Like, is that not one of the biggest like wigs?
That is a gigantic wig.
Like,
it really
that is monstrous right there. He did have one of those weights there, those juggling weights there in his pants, by the way, just to let everybody know that. And that's just how Rob works.
It's just how he rolls, man. It's just how he rolls.
This guy's the best, man. Honestly, like this guy. So thank you so much, Rob, for always bringing a lot of fun to the show.
But where's the unicycle? That's what I want.
Palantir back up to $26 right now. So that's
$11.15.
I can't believe I said that was in his pants and then he started smelling it. Okay, so $25.90.
I can believe that, first of all.
Yeah, we're having a great time here. Thank you so much, guys. We go out on Sundays, so there he is. Look at those skills in the
Isn't everyone
background
going on Sunday?
to pay the bills. Someone asked if we go out today or Sunday. No, we're just having an in-house
I see.
party, guys. Yeah. Ford. Oh, look at Ford. Ford today. Hell yeah, man. Bring back those money bags here on Ford. Up to 17. Hell yeah. Happy with Ford today as it's just ripping upside. There's still 1.7 million to sell, but as you can see, the pairing off is happening. BTBT, just to give you guys an update, we're done in 20. I got to cancel some of these pending orders I have.
Yep, cancel.
Okay, canceled those. BTBT still a buy. So if you're in the hold state, looks like that there's enough shares to buy this thing, even into the hold. So you may be lucky there if you're long BTBT. That'll open up, I guess, on Monday or in the aftermarket.
Well, it should open at volatility held should open at 4 as long as it's not news pending. But it is time to drop that countdown. There we go. We got Rob, Clown Rob.
There he is. Yeah.
There he goes. He's juggling as we drop the countdown.
There comes Ms. V.
There she comes. Get in there.
Oh God.
Oh God. 3, 2, and 1.
And 1. Okay. All right. There you go. Good job there, Robbie. Okay, Neil, let's start to practice. Buddy. It is past 4 o'clock, so we are not violating any current trading floor rules. Cheers, man. Have a great Halloween. It's always a pleasure.
Cheers, everyone.
Trading next to you.
Salud.
So let's go.
That is tasty, by the way. That's very tasty. And if you're long BTBT, congratulations. It went all the way to 14.25
yes,
just
sir.
there. And it's still up. Now 12.50. It's still up.
Oh, we can go BTBT quickly. Brendan, how do we finish up on these markets, my man?
Positive once again, guys. Just trying to find anything on that, but doesn't seem to be anything really at this point. 0.2 for the S&P, 0.2 for the Dow, 0.45 there, the NASDAQ leading the way, as it did all day long. Nice day for cryptocurrencies at the bottom there as well. Yeah, I don't see anything. A lot of call volume talk heading into the close there.
All right, guys.
Did you hear what he just?
He said something about some Pratt said something.
You know,
we'll leave that for after. But guys, thank you so much. I don't think Brendan has a drink beside him, does he? No.
You know, it's very strange that that
he doesn't. Nobody hooked him up, so that's
anyway.
okay. Thank you for that. Rob, the clown, did not give Brendan a drink. But hey, we'll go cheers to everybody that's watching out there. Thank you so much for joining. And we had sort of instructed everybody to get a drink. So if you have it, ting, right there, and then hopefully we'll be able to get together very, very soon with the Trader TV Live family. But thank you to Ms. V. Thank you to Trader Nav, is what we're calling him today.
Great.
There it is. What's up, Ms. V? Do they have drinks there yet? No, V does not. Where's Prad?
He's probably got something else.
There's Prad. He doesn't have a drink yet, but he'll be getting that soon. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to our great team over there. They're all right here. Oh, Natalie is in the building as well. I didn't see you there. What's up, Natalie? Thank you for everything you're done. New member on the team there. Stay away from Rob as much as you can, Natalie. And thank you to Laura, who's abroad as well. Well, stateside. So thank you to Laura for everything you're doing, and thank you to everybody. Have a great Halloween. Be safe. And the Trade of the Day is coming up next, so stay tuned to that and enjoy a cold one, hopefully, on your trading. See you guys Monday. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.